My name's Amy Grant and I'm the Director of Tempest. And I thought now would be a good time just to update the creditors in the Ebert liquidation about where we have got to on this file. As most of you will remember, at the end of last year, we were instrumental in replacing the shareholder appointed liquidators with a fresh set of liquidators. Ian Shepherd of BDO was the ones that the creditors chose at the creditors meeting late last year. It's been about 6 months and we've written to most of the creditors that we have contact details with about where we've got to in the liquidation. But before I talk about that, I think it'd be really useful just to touch on another liquidation, and that is Mainzeal. The liquidators of Mainzeal recently obtained a judgment for $36 million against the creditors, against the directors of that entity. Now that's been appealed and it's got some ways to go. But there's two really salient facts that come out of that. The first is that that liquidation happened in 2013. So we're talking 6 years from the time that that company went into liquidation until we get a $36 million judgment. And the second really key piece of information to come out of that is even if that $36 million is paid, if that's what stands in the appeal, by the time you take out lawyers' cost, the litigation funding cost and all the rest of it, there's probably only about $10 to $15 million available for the creditors. So all up, and the creditors in Mainzeal was roughly equivalent to the creditors in Ebert. So the creditors in Mainzeal, with a bit of luck, could get somewhere between 10 and 20 cents on the dollar after a 6 to 7 year wait. I think realistically in Ebert we could be looking at a similar type of result. So that's it's good news in a way that the same liquidators of Ebert have been able to get a result in Mainzeal, but it's important to realise how long it took them to get there. When the creditors replaced the old liquidators and put the new liquidators in, I was one of the people elected to the creditors committee of Ebert. And in that position, I've been given access to some information from the liquidators that unfortunately under confidentiality I can't share with you. But what I can share with you is two really important pieces of information. One is that things are happening. So you read in the latest liquidators report, the liquidators have said that they have taken action against a party which they believe has received a preference. That is money that went from Ebert to somebody else, and the liquidators now trying to claw that money back. That's a really positive development. The other thing that I can tell the creditors is that from my engagement on the creditors committee and my engagement with the liquidators, I'm very confident that these liquidators are taking the same proactive, creditor-friendly approach that we've seen in Mainzeal. That doesn't mean we're going to get a quick result, but what it does mean is that whatever the result is, we're going to have confidence that these liquidators, Ian Shepherd and Jessica Castle from BDO Wellington, are doing a really good job and acting in our interest, and that's really important. I guess as a final point, it's important to note that it's taken so long for the Mainzeal creditors to get any payment or any distribution. The key is that if you're thinking about the people who owe you money, how important it is to make sure that you get that money in your bank account before a company potentially goes into liquidation. And I guess that's one of the things that we do here at Tempest. If you're interested in the Mainzeal liquidation, myself and Brent Norling, who is a lawyer up here in Auckland, we've done a video on the Mainzeal case. It's about 44 minutes long, but if you're interested, there'll be a link in down below and you can read that. If, again, we're Tempest, if you've got debts or you've got a situation and you're unsure about your ability to get paid, hey, feel free to give us a call. We're really interested in talking to you. That's what we do after all. Drop me an email, damien@tempest.net.nz, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks.